warm welcome to you all. I am Nissy and this is Icon Talks, a platform for educating, equipping, and enlightening people. We are doing this YouTube series where we listen to icons from various fields, and today's topic is Women Excellence. And our speaker is Ms. Rohini Naidu. Each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. This saying goes very well with our dear guest for the day. She is from Hyderabad. She is a professor, a social worker, winner of several beauty pageants, and an amazing family person. She is the founder of the Girl Foundation, and the latest crown that she has won is Miss Universe Integrity 2019. She believes in the philosophy greatest stories are not made overnight, they come with hard work and unconditional dedication. So without any further ado, I invite Ms. Rohini Naidu to speak on our topic for the day, Women Excellence. Ma'am, the time is yours.
Hello, Nissy, and hello, everyone, entire team. A very good morning to all of you. It's my pleasure to be with you today, talking to you and sharing my experiences with all of you. When I was told, that I have to talk about women excellence, it's obviously my favorite topic. And yes, as you said, Nissy, when a woman stands up for herself, it means she stands for the entire, race of women. And it is very essential. For decades, we've been taught that a woman has to be submissive and she has to take everything which comes on her way. And she's mostly, a victimized person most of the times, right from her childhood till right from the womb till the tomb. I say, she's almost, she has never her voice to say anything, no voice of hers. But very fortunately, these days at least, we're seeing women, who are rising and shining. What I feel is every woman has to understand that she's already empowered. Every girl as such has to understand that she's already empowered and there's a lot of potential in her. And once she realizes that, she can make wonders. That's a whole thing I learned out of my experiences. I was a very submissive and introvert girl. And I never knew what women empowerment was all about. I never knew that a woman has to stand for herself, or I never knew that you can actually raise your voice and face all the odds. See, it's all in the mind, and it's all in the stereotypical ways of the society. This is how every girl is taught right from the childhood. So I broke all this. I thought like there is no point in being an introvert. There is no point in being a victim of the situations. There is no point in, sitting and crying or brooding and regretting later. I always, I transform myself as a better person, considering various situations in life, or maybe the Girl Foundation, or maybe the pageants. Everything has taught me a wonderful lesson. And that helped me transform, that helped me grow as a better person, that made me become a bolder person as such. Now today, I'm here, talking to so many women or youth, telling them that once you fix on your mind that you're not gonna be a victim anymore, that you're gonna stand for yourself and you're gonna attain your goals, then the sky is the limit. This is my message to everyone. Every human being as such should break the stereotypical thinking, should break the glass ceilings, should face the challenges as opportunities, because challenges most of the times come as opportunities and they knock our door. We have to realize that these are nothing but blessings in disguise. Once you understand that every situation you face comes in the form of a blessing, or once you understand how to convert them or change them into opportunities, you'll be a better person. You will never have time to sit and brood over things. That's one thing I learned. And sometimes failure also knocks your doors, but take it gracefully. One has to understand that failure also is a stepping stone to success, and it is one way of learning, or you know um, making ourselves better. Only when you fail you understand where you are really wrong, or how you have to improvise on yourself. That's the biggest lesson. And when you are taking success, embrace it gracefully. So these are the two things I learned uh, over the several years of experience raising my children, managing my work and life, work and personal life. All these are pretty difficult things only, but they're not impossible, and every woman can do that. Women mostly think that they cannot achieve, but they can. Always replace the word with can't with can. Always replace the word with impossible to possible, and you will definitely able to make it, and you will make wonders, I tell you. And if a girl is educated, if a woman is educated, if she is empowered, she can empower her entire family, or her friends, or the people who are looking up to her. If she sits and cries, there is no point. I mean, your children will not learn how to, or they will never understand how they will, make it in future. You are a role model. Every woman is a role model. And if she cannot stand on her own feet, she can never be able to empower her family. She will never be able to empower the society. It is all in the mind. Only one thing we have to realize is break the stereotypical thinking. I repeat, I emphasize that we have to break the glass ceilings. You have to open your mind and keep it open. You have to be a liberated soul. Whatever is pulling you down, identify those factors. Come out of those. Don't stick on to those people, or don't stick on to those situations wherein they'll pull you down. Try understand who are your real people. Real people need not be your blood. They can come from anywhere. They can be blessings in disguise. Identify the real people in your life. Try to empower yourself by associating with such people. Try to explore more. Be adventurous. Don't stick on to only one routine. You're like this, I'm like this. Don't confine yourself to only the four walls of the home. Go out, see the world, and experience. You might fall, you might stumble, but then again, you will rise, you'll walk, and you will learn how to run. That's the whole idea. And I've done it. And it has turned out to be so well. I definitely took risks, in life. And everyone, be it my mother or, everyone was saying, why are you taking such a risk? I mean, without taking risk, you'll be nowhere. And when I look back, I want to share great stories to my family, to my coming generations, to the people around. Yes, I've done this, I've failed, but then I've risen. I mean, there were days when, I completely broke down, and there were times when there was no one to hold my hand, and there was nobody. But then I believed in myself. That faith, that belief, that optimism will help you grow. And I don't say it's only for women, but it is also for men. There are many people who are brooding, who regret for the decisions, who regret, who sit and crib. There is no point in cribbing. Everything you experience in life will either be a learning, or it will be a wonderful memory. As simple as that. Now, what you write your story depends on you. How you make your destiny depends in your hands. What do you want to make a story of yours? If you watch a story, you'll definitely love to watch an inspiring movie, right? In this similar manner, why can't we make our life as a beautiful story, as a challenging one? We can definitely write our destiny. As Swami Vivekananda quotes, you are the creator of your destiny. And it is so true. I've grown up reading all his books. I've grown up reading Abdul Kalam's books and quotes. I've grown up watching wonderful movies which inspired me. I've grown up watching women grow, watching women fall and then grow and then stood for themselves. That's the whole idea. That's the whole point. Women empowerment, as many people use it very liberally, doesn't mean that you actually rebel, or you make protests. It's nothing like that. It is something beyond. It is in the mind. It is absolutely in the mind. And I believe gender equality. That is very, very important. There is nothing like a man is superior and a woman is very, very suppressed being, nothing like that. We are two individuals, two human beings as such. End of the day, we all have the same emotions. We all have the same thoughts, same mindsets. From person to person, it varies, I agree, but not the gender. So women empowerment is, unfortunately used so much. I feel women are already empowered. Only thing is, they're always, chained. They're not given any liberty. They're always judged. Why? Why should a woman or a girl be judged just by their dressing or just by their, you know, their, innovative ideas, or if she's not belonging to the regular thing, she's always judged. Why? She can always explore her life. She can always experiment with herself. This is one life, and there is no point in regretting. You grow old and you sit and regret. I mean, you sit and brood over things like, why had I been, if I had done this, it would be very nice. There is no point in that. Live this moment, this day. This day is important. This moment is important. It will not come back. Time is precious, and it doesn't wait for anyone as such. We all know that. We've been reading all this. Time and tide waits for none. All this we've been reading, and we grew up. But then it's all these things are confined only to the books, not when it is not applied to our practical lives. That has to change. Liberate, girls. You have to liberate. Break the glass ceilings and come out. Understand what your strengths are all about. Understand what you're passionate about. Work on it. I'm telling you, you can create wonders. I was a very young girl, and I thought, I wanted to become a model, but then my parents never allowed, because we don't come from any movie or a modeling background. We were told that girls have to, study to make a mark for themselves. We were told that girls have to, take every nonsense which happens in their life. We were told that, girls are to get married and their husbands are, demigods. Why? I was so much like that. I was married very young, but then I never gave up on my studies because I wanted to make it. I wanted to study and make a mark for myself. I always wanted to become a professor. I studied despite all the odds and challenges. Then I thought I'll give a break and pursue my hobbies. That's when I, started working on my pageants. I was totally a zero. I had zero knowledge about pageants. But then I thought, why not? When it is my passion, why shouldn't I work? Okay, should I give up on my food or food habits or the living style? I have to improvise on certain things. I worked on all those things, made a timetable. Yes, it was very difficult, but it was not impossible. I failed many times in my pageants as well. But then slowly and slowly, I learned how to, I learned the tricks of the trade. Nobody, why this girl, why this lady has quit her job and why is she doing this? NGO, if you're running it, it needs a lot of money, it needs a lot of time. But for me, all these things never got into my, never, were like barriers. For me, only one thing got into my mind. I have to empower girls, because girls, when I look around, are so much subjected to suppression. They really want to study so much. They want to pursue their education. They want to fly. They want to fly high as, butterflies. Why don't we allow them? Why? So that's when I thought this is the time I have to start working on my Girl Foundation. That's why I gave the name The Girl. And then I thought, I will start working on this. I started visiting all the government schools, because there in the rural areas and the government schools, you find gems of students, I tell you. They have zero resources, but they have so much of potential, so much of knowledge, but nothing is tapped. Nobody understands. They come from different backgrounds, and the parents do not know their worth. That's when I thought, it's my responsibility to empower these girls. It's my responsibility to talk to these youngsters, be it boys or girls, and tell them, I'm working on gender sensitization. It means I talk about menstrual health and management with the boys. That's the whole difference I made, Every girl knows that she bleeds every month, and she knows that, the pain, how it is associated with. But then what about boy? You don't raise good boys, and how do you expect men to be very good in the future? That's what I thought. I spoke to the boys about menstruation. I told them that, every girl bleeds every month, and this is what she experiences. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of, there are a lot of mood swings. There's a lot of pain, and still they have to come out, work, study. First, if we empower boys, I tell you, if you educate boys to be good sons, good brothers, good friends, they will eventually become good husbands. That's how the society will be reformed. You only empower girls, there's no point in it. You please talk to boys and tell them this is how they have to be. This is how the body of a woman works. When I started doing this, I have seen tremendous results. I've seen boys saying that, ma'am, we've realized what my mother undergoes every month. I did not know all this till you told us. That's what the response was. And they started helping their moms out at their homes. And that gave me immense satisfaction. I could make some difference at least. And I'm sure that those young boys will definitely understand, their wives in the future. They will definitely learn to respect girls. So that's what I started, I worked on the Girl Foundation. I started with my project Disha. I started the project Pathshala. I'm sure.
Ma'am, you've gone on mute.
Hello?
You've gone on mute.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So that's how, I started working on all these things, and the Girl Foundation grew, and still we're working on it. We're working on sexual abuse. We're working on child abuse, on mental health and management. Girls, are molested by their own people in their own homes, unfortunately, and they cannot tell it out, only fearing that they will be judged. It is wrong. I request all the parents that you're not judging your children at all. They are unique. They are individuals. They have their own mindset. They have their own set of stories. Please sit with them and listen to what they tell you. Be their good friends. When parents become good friends to their children, I tell you, you'll see wonders. You'll see happy families around. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that's why I'm here today. Girl Foundation is doing well. We are touching upon the lives of so many. We are still trying to do, and it will never stop. We are conducting some community programs, and we are empowering women. We are telling them that they have to take care of their young children. Boys, girls will be molested at the young age, and they will not be able to tell it openly. Every parent must understand this. Safeguard your children, but do not be overprotective. Be with your children, spend good time with them, but don't be too strict and rigid with them. Understand they are also human beings. They have got into the world with, their own thoughts and ideas, their own feelings. Respect their emotions. Don't judge. So once I started doing all this, I'm seeing a lot of progress, and I'm really happy with what is happening. And I'm content. End of the day, I feel, I'm content with what I'm doing. I don't call it a social service. I don't consider myself as a social activist, because those are very big terms for me. For me, touching lives is better. I can actually come with this statement. Touching lives is really better. So how many lives did I touch so far matters. And I'm doing that. I'm content with that. And today I'm here before all of you. And thank you so much for giving me this valuable time. Keep going. Congratulations and best wishes for all your work you've been doing. Thank you, Icon Talks. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am. That was really insightful. And it was a beautiful reminder that sky is the limit, and failures and successes have to be embraced gracefully. And one more amazing thing which you said is, woman is the one who is empowering the entire family, and she is responsible for all the changes that happen in a family. And breaking glass ceiling is also such an important reminder. We just listen to it very often, but we just got caught in our daily life, and we just get lost.
Yes.
But talks like you and inspiring stories like yours are really important for all of us. I believe all the audience is going to enjoy this, and they'll find this insightful. I thank you for your time, and have a good day.
My pleasure. Thank you, and wish you all the very best. Keep rocking. Thank you, Nisi.
Ma'am. And audience, if you like this video, I request you to please hit the like button, share this video with all your girlfriends, with your friends among boys, with your families, and do subscribe and click the bell icon to never miss a video from Icon Talks. Thank you.
I wish to tell one thing.
Yes.
Hello? I wish to tell one more thing. Anybody, anyone as such needs some counseling or some tips, they can always reach me on the Facebook. I'm there, Rohini Naidu. Okay, Mrs. Universe Integrity. They can always reach me for any help, any counseling, for any tips. Okay?
Great. We'll link your handles down in the description box. Guys, please check social media handles, and you'll have some great content there too. Thank you. Thanks, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.